Taurus. Welcome to your fairy blessings. Hold on, sorry, guys. Uh, it's just been quite a day. I am just now starting to get a little tired from my workout. It's like starting to sink in. So, before we kind of really get into this session, this is your free fairy blessings that you can use in the present moment of this month, and not just one present moment, any present moment, okay? Now, I am going to go ahead and make a few announcements, Taurus. Definitely watch my full moon general reading down in the description box below. Okay, that link is going to be there because I'm leaving that for you guys. If you guys would like a 3 free minute reading with me, chat or call down in the description box below as well. Also, I did a love and romance reading just for this month. It's a 2-card pull. That's down in the description box below. And I did a September general read down in the description box below. So I have the full moon reading general, which is for all of the collective. So if you are a Taurus with a Virgo moon or something like that, definitely check out my Virgo moon reading down in the description box below, because that's going to be very different than the collective. Also, I went ahead and I did showcase the decks that I will be using for October, but I'm going to go ahead and show them here just a sneak peek. You can get a reading with me with both of these decks too, from now all the way to November. So, hold on. If I can get it right. I'm going to be using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck and the Disney Villains tarot decks together next month for content. But if you want to schedule readings with me, definitely you can get these. Just make sure like you put it in request or you ask me during the reading so I know which deck to pull, because I'll just pull any one that I feel pulled to, unless you really want that one or the other. Also, if you want a video session with me and you want a video reading, I do provide those, and I can provide them to you through Teams. You can set up a video link just like this. I'll email it to you and you just pay to view. So if you can't get an appointment with me or you can't do an email reading with me, there you go. Other than that, guys, let's go ahead and get into your fairy blessings for September 2022. Show me, please, my beautiful Sealy Court. What are the blessings that are coming in for Taurus in September 2022? I'm going to do one more shuffle and see if a jumper comes out. Hold on 1 second. By the way, guys, I feel better after my surgery. I know I didn't get to post the fairy blessings in August, but you know, I am just coming back from surgery. So my doctor literally cleared me for work that week. I couldn't really sit too much. Okay, hold on. Not these. I'm going to keep shuffling. And the reason I say not these is because they came out in other messages. So I want to make sure if they come out again, that those are for you. But give me a minute here. I'm like, oh, now I'm feeling my workout. Crazy how you get a workout high and then you feel it. Oh, I'm going to sleep good tonight. Okay, show me for Taurus, please. Excuse me 1 second. Excuse me. Oh, if you guys would like to leave me a bonus, you can too. I think you can do that on Keen, actually. Hold on. Okay, that's in reverse. I don't take reversals in this deck because you're not supposed to read them like that. So I just, okay. Okay, so I felt the pull on that one. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, I'm gonna pull this one. I'm gonna pull this one. This one came out for, these two came out for 2 different readings. So I know this one came out for Capricorns and this one came out for Scorpios. So just kind of go watch those videos, because I have a feeling you'll get the information you need, because that would make this video a little longer than it's supposed to be. But so far, Taurus, you have a blessing of clear foresight. Now, this card actually did come up in the Scorpio read too, but it came up in neutral. So I kind of told them they would be tapped in to intuition, but it might be a little skewed this month because Mercury retrograde is in Virgo for them. Whereas for you, Mercury retrograde is basically taking place in, hold on one second. It's taking place, should be ideally your fifth house. So it's like you're kind of having to review love and romance in terms of Virgo and where Virgo is. So if you have important Virgo placements and you want to check out the Virgo readings that I did, whether it was the birthday or it was the, you want the bundle, I did like a whole Virgo birthday bundle just for them. You can email me or reach out to me at my links and ask me for that, and I can send you the pay to views on those too. So if you want all three or you just want one, you should be able to find the list and choose, but just letting y'all know. So other than that, I do see here you guys are really able to tap into foresight, though. That's actually kind of interesting to me. Scorpio got it. Yes and no, but you get a straight up yes. So interesting that that's your full Fae blessing for the month. But this card is actually pretty cool because this talks about developing your foresight in terms of dreams, or whether you go into the astral realm and you receive visions, or maybe you're a dream walker or a dream walking. What show was it where it came up? Oh, it was the Sandman show. They talk about dream walkers or people who can like go into other people's dreams. That's kind of a like foresight, but a little bit different. Because dreams always do kind of end up telling us the future about ourselves or help us resolve problems. But usually foresight works different for every person too. Some people, they have deja vu in their sleep and then they'll live it in reality. Some people have dreams and symbology and messages about the future, and so they are able to discern. Some people have visions in terms of like maybe snippets, or they're able to go in meditative trance and connect to a timeline or something in another realm or this realm, who knows, because it's different for every person. But it doesn't necessarily just have to be about dreams, but I would tell you pay attention to your dreams. If it's one thing I've learned about working with foresight and the dream world and clear sight, definitely if you want to develop it in the dream world, I would say do it, but do your research this month. This is the time to do your research. Also, I had a dream course, but nobody really wanted it. So I took it down because I was like, why bother having it? Save the money on the advertising and wait for a time when it is wanted and needed. But also, here's the thing with a Pisces full moon, Taurus, everybody's dreams are heightened, but everybody is also going to be psychically heightened too. And I would say even a little bit connected. But for you, Taurus, this is completely different. We've had these talks in the past how foresight kind of messes with Aquarius, you, Virgo, and Capricorn, but it doesn't freak out the other signs. But for you, it freaks you out, but then you're like, oh, I get it, in terms of like how it happens. It's usually how it happens that kind of disrupts you, but then you get your groove and you're like, okay, but this is different. This is like you're finally able to not have that like freak out moment and you're just like, oh, okay, I'll roll with it, huh? Which is nice to see, but I only wonder what foresight is going to be like for you. Also, when you work with the Fae actually work in a realm that is like ours, but they're on a different frequency. They're able to receive messages about the future, and they can show us in dreams, they can show us in visions, they can tell it to us telepathically. Like they're actually telepathic, believe it or not. And even I think in the because mermaids and the fairy realm here on earth, they're connected in terms of the fae in general. Most people don't know that, but yeah, if you really want to connect to this, connect to water, connect to moon energies, connect to Pisces, mermaids, like those are the energies that are going to help you tap in, because Pisces is all about spirit and being connected to spirit for psychic information. And this is very much, if you want to develop that, this is the card that says this month you have the blessing here. If that's what you choose to do, you are allowed to. But also, this card does kind of come with the caveat of there's no going back. Once you open your psychic abilities, and it's true, once you really trust and develop them, there is no going back. But I honestly would never want to go back to the life I had before having my psychic abilities. Like it was total garbage. It was like a dumpster fire. I was always guessing all the time. I wasn't, it's not even like I wasn't confident in myself. It was like people would get in my way and on purpose and then wouldn't allow me to be confident. It was like things like that. And when I began to just embrace my psychic abilities, and I embraced them way before high school. I embraced them in like middle school, but I didn't develop any of this, like the clear sight or anything like that, until I was much, much older when I was in a safer environment to do it. That was supportive. That was totally just for me. Then I was really able to go in. But if I could have done it younger in secret ways, I definitely would have. Like dreams, oh yeah, I definitely would have. For sure. But let's go ahead and look in the gift of laughter. Oh, this is such a cute card to get. This card comes up when things are really heavy. And the beauty of this blessing in terms of like a psychic oracle reading is the Fae are reminding you that it is okay to laugh. It is okay to take a break and go enjoy the fun. Because if it's one thing I love about the Fae, and they always remind me of this, is there is a time to be serious, there is a time to play, there's a time to play and have laughter, there's a time for love, and there's a time for rest, and there's a time for work. And it's kind of like they compartmentalize their lives so much better than I can right now. And I truly admire that about them because it's like they are so always on it in another realm. And I'm like, but how? Like, how do you do that? And I'm always so serious. And so, Taurus, this is where you get to be yourself this month in terms of coming away from that serious energy a little bit. And this is why I say I love this card, because every time I get very serious and very, just overwhelmed and burdened, and I've pulled this card in the past, this is where, I mean, hello, look, she's wearing all this pink. Like, look at all that pink. I love it. I love the raspberry pink color. I actually have been wanting to do my hair like that. I might end up having my hair like that. Who knows? I really want to, though. But it's kind of like I think of this card. I always have a saying where I say it's a spice for life. It really is, because there's a time to dance and play and sing and be active, and it helps you alleviate stress a little bit. It helps you to recenter and not be so burdened by what is bothering you, and instead focusing on what is helping you and what you love and who you're with. And it helps to ow I just hit my foot. It helps you to be in a space where you can bring yourself back to balance. Like truly, when you're like this. I mean, look, our problems don't just magically solve overnight. There is no overnight cure for our problems. We have to want to do the work. But the fairies understand, and they know something that I think we're learning in terms of our species is it's okay to have problems, and it's okay to work on them, but it's also okay to take a break from working on them, because you get burnt out when you don't. And in order to kind of come away from burnout altogether, you have to laugh, you have to play, you have to sing, you have to, really enjoy your time away, if it's from work or if it's from, let's say, a home environment that isn't working for you. So when you do have to go back and face those issues, you at least have something that if it gets bad, you can look back on it, or you can recenter when you think about that, and just kind of, it almost brings like a type of inner peace too, if you think about it. Like let's say you can't go to the beach today, but you went a couple of months ago and you just really loved that. And also it teaches you about appreciation on different levels, which I think, as a species, we know appreciation, but do we use it every day? Do we, it's not just like, oh, are we mindful of it? It's like, no, no, no. Are we integrating that into our everyday life? Because you, Taurus, you understand Scorpio in terms of sensuality, because that's what Scorpio is. You, I would say, actually kind of are sensual yourself, but you are sensual in terms of food. You guys are foodies, and I know this because my moon is in Taurus. So we're foodies and we love to spend money, but there's also times where having general and genuine human connection is just as good as those times, just as good, if not better, because then, sometimes you spend money and you're like, oh my God, I spent so much, I'm gonna be broke. And it's like, wow, like you see the difference between, hold on. between um spending money and hanging out with people who you truly genuinely want to share your time with and love and have fun with. That is what is important. And also I just love, look, it's a little fairy pony. It kind of reminds me of My Little Pony. The reboot. I haven't really watched it all the way. I have had to watch Small Children, and they're, I've had to watch it, and basically like I somehow got into it a little bit. But I need to start from the beginning. But that's all I have for you, Taurus. So basically, here's what you got. To come away from your foresight, go have fun. If you get too serious about this, go have fun. Okay? I love you so very much. I will see y'all next month. Until we speak again, Taurus. And oh, if you want a session with me, again, all those links are down in the description box below. Bye, guys. Love y'all.